think a lot of people might associate the word shredder with someone who's just on it and pinned all the time, but I think it's more about the attitude rather than the actual activity.
I call shredder a mountain bike counterculture zine, but I don't even really know what I'm rebelling against. What is mountain bike culture, or even is there a mountain bike culture? When I was younger, growing up in the late 90s as a rider, there was more of a definition of what the culture was, whereas now maybe there's so many different avenues and disciplines that culture's become diluted, perhaps. The counterculture is trying to tune into the core of what mountain biking should be.
This is the best video ever.
With so much mountain bike content feeling so disposable in the social media world, I just kind of wanted to create the opposite of that. I'm genuinely just not interested in vlogging. I don't want to watch a rider open a box and reality TV shows, that kind of thing. I just don't really get it. I think maybe the thing that concerns me is this side of mountain biking is what's shaping the culture, and that's, again, maybe what I'm trying to rebel against. I'll loosen up, I'm sure. If the internet was switched off tomorrow, I would still have these publications that I made, and I think that's one of the things that spurs me on to do it. How do you influence without being an influencer? I think there's a difference to someone who can have influence on others through their actions and opinions, as opposed to someone who labels themselves as an influencer. An influencer, to me, it comes across as being a manipulator, manipulating people for their own personal gain, rather than for the good of mountain biking.
We know immediately when the performance is forced, and we say it doesn't ring true, it's too artificial, it doesn't seem to be natural.
Style is personality. It's what inspires me to go out and ride my own bike. I'd rather watch something stylish to motivate me. The concept of it does sound pretty vain, but it can be the way that someone rides, it can be what they're wearing, it can be the way they're even just sitting in a chairlift. I think there's lots of people like me, and I think why I think it's a lifestyle to me is because I'm so obsessive with it. I'm not riding my bike, I'm reading about bikes, or I'm watching bikes, or I'm on eBay trying to find old bike DVDs, or I'm thinking about riding my bike. It's literally like, it is an obsession at this stage. Yeah, I think just thinking back to when I was like a lot younger, just cramming bikes into the back of the car and heading to an unknown trail and just sessioning it for hours and hours, that was just like, it was just the best feeling ever. I think the actual activity of riders going out on downhill bikes is definitely dying, which it does sadden me. I think overall from a racing point of view, then downhill will never die. The discipline is pretty much the Formula One of the mountain bike world. As long as downhill races are going on in the world, then I think downhill will stay alive. I think if you've come from the generation I grew up with, you understand the importance of why downhilling is so sick and why it should still be thriving. Riding as fast as you can, the best of your ability, on a piece of equipment that's specifically for that type of riding, which is just the purest form of mountain biking to me. Again, that's maybe just because of how I grew up, but there's nothing better than just, yeah, really letting it all hang out. I just want to share what I love about mountain biking through interviews and opinion pieces, and it's literally as simple as that.